Hey guys, just a simple video today. It's kind of a part two from the last video. I showed you the beginning work in the new building and wanted to kind of go through all the different business ideas. That one clip took almost 8 minutes, so I just figured I'd make it into a separate video instead of giving you a 20-minute video last time. So hope you enjoy it. Put your ideas for businesses in the comments and let me know what you think of the ones that I've heard so far. In fact, let's just go and look at all the different ideas that everybody sent me over the last week, because there's quite a few of them. All right, so I didn't have time to film that at work, so I'm just going to go through some of these ideas here. The first one that I always get from people is a roller skating rink. Like, you guys are really into roller skating for some reason. I can remember that when I was little, being a thing. Well, maybe not little, but like grade school age. You know, we really enjoyed that, but I'm not sure if it would go. It doesn't fit in those buildings anyway, so definitely won't be a roller skating rink. But there is actually a person in West Kittanning. I just saw it on Facebook the other day. They are trying to bring back a roller skating rink along with a lot of other cool business ideas. It looked like they were doing different classes and different things like that. They were building like a little arcade inside as well, so bringing back that old roller rink feel. So I'll put a link in the description for that if you want to go check out their page. Next one was an internet cafe, basically just access to the internet. I'm not sure if that's still a relevant business. Maybe it is for some things, but I think like just having Wi-Fi somewhere is a big deal. Maybe you could have a couple public computers. That's difficult to do these days as well with just the access to different things, but maybe. Never know. Next one I get a lot, along with the arcade, is pool hall. A lot of people want to see a pool hall come back. That's certainly a possibility if you're an entrepreneur out there looking to do something like that. My assumption is you could make a real go of it, especially in Kittanning, but maybe that would be better in conjunction with something else, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Another cool idea, people want like some kind of like Hobby Lobby fabric shop, you know, Joanne Fabric, that kind of thing. In Kittanning. I do think that there's definitely a market for that. It would take the right entrepreneur, someone who's really passionate about it. That's something I have zero expertise in and zero like style. So I'm definitely the wrong person to do that. But if you're interested in doing something like that, I do think it would be a good space for that. You might need a couple of the spaces to really make it happen, or if you made it like a specialty shop, something like that. I think that could really go. And with I bet during the pandemic, Hobby Lobby and Joanne Fabrics did fantastic because people were at home looking to do crafty things, and I bet it's been a very hot business as well. So to have something like that local, with the kind of rest of the ecosystem that's happening downtown, I do think that could be very successful if someone wanted to try it. And yeah, all three spaces would be conducive to a business like that. Of course, a lot of people suggested food options. My preferred favorite is a bakery. Someone else said donut shop, those kinds of things. Man, I would be 100% on board. If somebody wanted to do a bakery, I would make you a heck of a deal on rent just to see that happen in downtown Kittanning. The one thing I'm jealous of Ford City about is Ford City Bakery. Those donuts, man, they're something else. I'm also jealous of Harper's. There was someone that actually came and looked at the space already. They were interested in doing an eatery, and I kind of pitched the idea of like burger hot dog shop, and then I always had this idea of like a specialty grilled cheese place, like just fantastic high-end bread, fantastic cheese, and then just like a subway of grilled cheese items like caramelized onions and bacon and just like different stuff that goes awesome on a grilled cheese sandwich. I thought that would be I believe that's $1 million idea. You could franchise out a grilled cheese sandwich shop, and it would I think it would go nationwide. So I don't know if anyone wants to go in business with me on that one. Totally willing. Then I had another person, they pitched an idea to me a while ago, actually, saying if I got the space, it would be a cool thing. It was a photography, like rent by the hour photography studio. And so we all know many photographers probably, because anyone with a camera these days can take pretty great pictures with a lot less expertise than you used to need. And so it's like a rent by the hour photography studio. They change up the scenes throughout the year. And so they maybe have a kitchen scene where you could take product photos, or they'll have like a living room scene where you could do family photos, maybe different seasonal scenes. And it's a really cool concept. I'll put a link in the description of that one. But I had a couple of photographers kind of get in touch with me right away after I got the building. And so who knows, maybe we'll have something like that in Kittanning. But I think that's a really cool idea. I think that could go really well. And I think photographers from all around the county would want to use something like that. And yeah, it's a pretty special idea. And then you think about the fact that there was a TV studio in there that already had multiple sets set up. So the walls and partitions are kind of already there for something like that to happen. Obviously, it would need a lot of refinishing work to be what it needs to be. But very cool idea, I think, and hopefully something that would maybe be popular. And not only popular now, but something that could kind of evolve over time. So I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. Lastly, one of my favorite ideas is a nonprofit community space. Have a guy who's kind of become a friend now over the past year. We talked about maybe the old church being a good spot for that, and then we now have this space available. They came and looked at it just the other day, and I'm really, really excited to share more about what that whole idea would be. But it would be something where maybe a couple pool tables could go with it. Maybe some different games and other community space stuff. But we really need one of the overarching things that comes up over and over again when we talk about business needs is like something for kids to do. And when you think about the downtown space, one of my great frustrations is nothing is open after school is out, or nothing that kids would want to do is open after school is out. Really, the one thing would be East PRA Coffee. They close currently at 2 o'clock. I hope that someday they'll try the experiment of maybe opening for a little bit after school time, just to see if they could draw some of that crowd and give something positive for kids to do. But this community space that they're talking about would be, I would say, it would become the premier hangout for kids coming after school, and it would be cool for adults as well. Right? There's so many places to eat downtown right now. Wouldn't it be awesome to have someplace to go that wasn't a bar where you could go for a cap to your night? Maybe you could get some good baked goods, or maybe you could get a cup of coffee, or an ice cream, or whatever it might be, and have something like that right downtown, so you don't have to kind of travel to different places. Whatever ends up in there, ultimately, I have my preferences. I just want to see it filled up and used for Kittanning and be part of the continued revitalization downtown. But I'm curious to know, do you have any other things that come to mind for you? What do you think of those ideas that I just laid out? Put your thoughts in the comments. I'll be sure to read them all and hopefully respond to you, and I'll certainly add them to my list of ideas. If you or someone you know has an entrepreneurial spirit and you want to take a look at one of these spaces, I would be more than happy to show it to you. Just send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or wherever you want to get in contact with me, and I'll be happy to get you into one of those spaces to take a quick peek. But yeah, it's moving along, guys. We got a lot of the initial kind of flow of paperwork and transfer and all those kinds of things happening. We'll be beginning work on the building very, very soon, and so I'll be sure to keep you updated on the progress as we go. But man, it's going to be great. I'm very, very excited about the response so far, and I know we're going to have a wonderful future at Kittanning.